Hello friends and welcome back into the studio. I'd like to welcome you to the bead table. There are multiple tables in the studio, but this is the one that I've been working on with the beads. So this is going to be a quick video, but it was inspired by one of the comments. Someone commented on the background and the beads that were in the background on the table. So I wanted to take you through the table so you can see what I'm working on. So let's jump in. Right here in the middle are some works in progress. So I'm working on a beaded bookmark for a friend of my daughter's, and her favorite color is blue. She's also one of my former students. I'm finishing up those topazy colored beads, and this one is either going to be a bracelet. Well, this one actually is going to be a bracelet. Back here, these are going to be pieces of charm dangles. I like to sit and make charm dangles sometimes, and that's why I have all of these pins out. Over here you'll see a keychain that's also a work in progress. Everything is, all the dangles are there. I just need to connect them onto the main keychain. So that's that, and that one I'm going to give to a friend. Right above that you have another chunky dangle keychain. I love this one, but I feel like it needs a little bit more, so I'm adding to it. So it's considered a work in progress. Here are the bracelets that were in my last two videos. I actually no, here's some more because I made a few more. So this one was in a video. That one was in a video. Sorry. And this one I made off camera. And it has those two hearts at the end. And those two little seed beads inside the bead frame. I thought that was so cute. Over here is another work in progress. So I'm making a set of accessories to go on my tumbler. Sorry for the shakiness. I'm holding the camera. So here's my new tumbler. That was a gift, an end of the school year gift. And I'm adding on these items. And I have a few more. So I picked the 1, 2, 3 because I am an elementary school teacher, and I tend to have things that are very cute and playful, because I'm bringing this one back to work with me, so I really want to make this one very cutesy because I know the kids will love it. That's just my topper for my straw. Over here are some of the beads that I intend to use on the charm. So cute acrylic beads. These are plain. They have like an AB finish. And this was a bead soup mix, so I'm going to take a few of the smaller ones out of here, and I'm going to save the rest. Some bracelets that were previously made. I absolutely love like these little dainty memory wire bracelets. I have a full video that shows all those bracelets, so you can go back and look through. Now over here are some of my tools that I use quite frequently. Tiny pair of scissors, memory wire cutters. I suggest those if you're going to work with any memory wire. If you're new to jewelry making like me, that is a great investment for one of your beginning tools. This is a memory wire loopers. I like these because you get a consistent size loop, so you could either use the big or the small, but the loop size is going to be the same because the barrel size is the same all the way down, so you might want to get some of those. Over here I have, these are not needle nose pliers. I guess these are, I don't know what kind of pliers these are. These are probably not even jewelry making pliers. These might have come out of my toolbox, to be honest. But I do have needle nose pliers, not the really skinny ones. I need some of those. This is a one-step looper. And it's exactly as the name suggests, a one-step looper. You make loops in one step. Sometimes I have to tighten them up myself, but it's okay. These are just two little bracelet trays that I use to either photograph the bracelets or to lay out a design when I'm working in a different space or even in here. This is a bead stopper, so you put it on the end of your cord or wire and it keeps the beads in place. Under here, oops, got a little bit out of frame. You can see my bead stash on the floor there and my bead trays on the floor. So over here I have some more memory wire, some chain to add on to bracelets and things like that. Then coming up on this part of the table, now I have all of these different seed bead mixes. This has been my latest obsession. I'm collecting these. Not really collecting them, I shouldn't say that. I am using them as I'm getting them. And believe it or not, each of these small little containers makes upwards of 6 bracelets. So you can use them for all types of projects though, but right now I just use them for bracelets. Sometimes I make waist beads with them. Depends. Really whatever I want. I'm not going to go through all of them, but if you would like me to, I would do that in a separate video. I will do that. Over here is a bracelet that I worked on. I just cannot get this bracelet right. I've taken it apart multiple times, added beads, taken away beads, all kind of things. And yeah, just not working. So I'm thinking that's going to become something else. This is the current color palette that I am working with and on. Mini beads. I'll do a short that shows like each one of those bracelets individually. I'm still making more bracelets for the stack. I love to make bracelet stacks. I've been loving this. Here are some of the leftover beads from that. But I have this thing. When I'm using a seed bead mix, I have to use every single bead until that mix is gone. Mind you, I only start making bracelets like within a month or two ago, so whatever. Here's one of my favorite kind of colors. It's like pastels with pops of bright. Another mix that I received. It's really cute. Those are all like 4mm rondelle. I'm just learning all these bead names too, by the way. More memory wire. As you can see, I have like a lot of little trays and things. I collect glassware, but I also like to have my stuff in small trays. So here's some of my crystals. Usually have crystals around me wherever I'm working at in the house. So that's just the thing. These two, well, here's stretch cord, my needles, some string, and in this tray, it's just more crystals, but these are actually, I can't really pull the whole thing out on camera, but you can see. These are actually waist beads that I made for myself. I only make waist beads for myself or my daughter because to me it's just a very sacred thing to make them. But I do buy them from other people. I don't know, that doesn't make sense, but I love them. Here's another pair that I made for myself. This one has green aventurine, rose quartz, clear quartz, and rhodonite. Oh, sorry, I didn't tell you what was on these. This pair has green aventurine, citrine, and clear quartz. So if you're a crystals person, you know why probably I put those combinations together. Now here, this is an unconventional thing, probably, maybe not. I don't know. You can tell me, let me know in the comments if you think this is a clever bead storage. So I had a necklace that I broke apart, and it was sea beads, and it was like rainbow colored sea beads, and I intend to use these beads to make something else. Hold on, fumbling this. Oh, I can't get that one open. Oh, there you are. So it's all like little clear AB finish sea beads in there. The rest of them are all the colors of the rainbow. So I had this. I do take daily medication, but not to the tune of where I need something this large. So this is usually like my travel case when I go on vacation, but I wasn't using it and it was sitting not being utilized. So I felt this was a good way for me to lay out these beads and also keep them from getting all over the place so I can work on them. Well, I hope you enjoyed this table tour. If you have any specific questions, just let me know and stay tuned for my next video where I'll go through some of these bracelets and maybe I'll make a few on camera. And if you are interested in seeing some of these bead mixes up close, just let me know that in the comments as well, and I'll make a separate video. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I loved having you here today in the studio with me, and have a wonderful day.